I watched the 2025 hit motion picture, surprise hit. You could call this a Cinderella story, but it's not about Cinderella. It's called Frewaka or some shit like that. Yes, this is an Irish horror movie, Tom, and they're making a big deal about this is the first movie where they speak Irish in it. Uh, I don't give a fuck what foreign language you're speaking because I'm not gonna understand it anyway. I'm gonna have to read it, which I'm cool with that.
Hey man, you know what I say, speak Spanish or get the fuck out.
Right. Um, this is about, well, we got a setup here at the beginning, Tom. Scene takes place in the 60s. You know, this lady's getting married. They're having like a little Irish fucking, I don't know what you would call it. And they're river dancing or whatever that they do in the little like, dance halls. And then some guys with like straw hats covering up all their faces show up, like four of them. And she's like, what the fuck's going on here? You know, she goes out to throw up because maybe she's pregnant already. Tom. That's the way they do it in Ireland.
Or maybe she realized she's Irish.
Yeah. And then she sees a goat out there. Her husband comes out looking for her. She's gone. She's gone. All right, let's get to modern day now. And there's this lady in the house, and she's like singing a song or something. And then she hangs herself. All right, now her daughter and her daughter's fiance, this other younger lady, are there and they're cleaning up. They got to clean up and get all the shit out of the lady that killed herself's apartment. It's one of the girl's mothers. Got to like do all this. As she's cleaning, she gets a call from this nursing facility that she works for. Hey, we got a job for you since you speak the old Irish. You got to go to take care of this lady, and make sure she gets her meds and doesn't hurt herself and all that shit. Okay, I'll do it. Hey, fiance, you stay here and keep on cleaning up this fucking mess. I got to go work. All right, then. You know, she heads out there to, the old Ireland, Tom. It's like a little village and everything. And yeah, this lady, she's reading up. Oh, this old lady might have dementia. Sure enough, she gets in. Who the fuck are you? And this lady's throwing shit at her. And, finally settles down. The lady says, hey, put this shit by the door, so they don't come in and get me. It's one of that. This old lady, is she crazy? Fuck no, she's not crazy, Tom. She's not. There's some shit after her. There's some supernatural shit. There's one room in the house that she has like a horseshoe on it. Its doors painted red. She's got nails, just here and there, and all kinds of plants around it. Don't go into that room. You don't want to go into that room. You know what that means? That bitch eventually gonna go in that room.
Cause she dumb.
Yeah. She goes into the town for this or that. The town, they're treating her weird. She might be going crazy 'cause she's not taking her meds, and yeah. Then, yeah, the town is after her. Turns out this old lady, she was the one that went missing at the beginning. So, well, where'd you go? And she knows that, like, this old lady spent time in an asylum. So every time the old lady's saying what happened to her, and the girl's like, yeah, they used to be real bad in those asylums back then. No, bitch, this was fucking demons and shit that were doing stuff to me. Yeah, they sure were bad in that asylums back then, you know. Um, well, Tom, these movies like this, this folk horror stuff, things never end up well for people. Because if they do, it's a shitty folk horror movie. And things take a turn from bad to even worse, Tom. And this movie is really effective. It's a good one. It's in the folk horror things. It might end up in a box set. I would hope. Somewhere down the line. It's well acted. It's creepy. It's got some creepy music going on to add to that effect and all that shit. And Yeah, it succeeds, Tom. And I think it's really hard to succeed in this genre since they gave it a proper name. It's like that's what we're calling this genre now. So
I
uh,
mean, I'm gonna say Severin coined that shit. I didn't hear fucking people saying folk horror before Severin came out with that box set.
I will say they popularized it for sure. But yeah, if you like that shit, this is definitely one you will like. If that's not your fucking cup of tea, you don't want to drink from this cup, motherfucker, because this is exactly what it is. Me might make a list. I gotta take a look. Frewaka. Probably not pronouncing that right, but I dug it.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and fastcustomshirts.com. Until next time.